Post-Shatavahana age, 3rd century CE to 12th century CE. After the Shatavahana rule in the Deccan and Telangana, many kingdoms rose and fallen on its ruins. Among them, Ikshvakus, Vishnukundinis, Chalukyas of Vemlavada, Chalukyas of Mudigonda, Chotas of Kandur were the most famous, who ruled this part of Telangana region directly. Some other loyal dynasties emerged with the center of Karnataka, where Chalukyas of Badami, Rashtrakutas of Manyaketa, Chalukyas of Kalyani were ruled this part of Telangana region indirectly with their subcoordinate rulers and influenced on its social, economic and cultural conditions of this region are studied. Ikshvakus. After the fall of Shatavahan Empire in Deccan and South India on its debris, many petty kingdoms emerged out of them. Ikshvakus was one, who emerged in Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh and Nalgonda district of Telangana. So, Ikshvakus was emerged in the Guntur district of Andhra and Nalgonda district of Telangana region. They exercised their political supremacy for a period of 80 years ranging from 220 CE to 300 CE with the capital of Vijayapuri or Nagarjunakonda. Pulamavi IV, the last king of the Shatavahana dynasty, was overthrown by the Ikshvaku king Sri Shantamula, who declared his independence. Basing on the places where the inscriptions and coins of the Ikshvakus were found, it could be said that their kingdom extended to Krishna, Guntur, Kurnool and Prakasam districts in Andhra Pradesh and Nalgonda, Khammam, Mehboob districts in Telangana. Lion was their royal emblem of the Ikshvakus. During their rule, Nagarjunakonda or Vijayapuri flourished as a leading Buddhist holy place and an international center. Architecture, sculpture and painting developed. Sources for the history of Ikshvakus. Archaeological and literary sources available. Among the archaeological sources, inscriptions found at the places like Nagarjunakonda, Jagayapeta, Krishna district and Ramireddipalli and Fanigiri are serving as primary sources for history of Ikshvakus. These inscriptions were written in Prakrit language and in Brahmi script from the time of Ihuvalu Shantamula. Inscriptions were issued in Sanskrit. As the coins of the Ikshvakus were found at Nagarjunakonda, Fanigiri, Nelakondelapalli, Vaddamanu, Mehboob district and Yeleshwaram, Nalgonda district, it could be said that a kingdom extended to these areas, whereas Shatavahana coins were found extensively. Ikshvaku coins were found in a limited manner. The latter did not issue gold and silver coins. They remained small in size. At Nagarjunakonda, coins of Roman emperors and queens are found. It reveals that their trade connections with the Roman Empire was established. Further, in the excavations that they were held at Nagarjunakonda fort, Buddhist stupas, viharas, chaityas, aramas, temples and bathing ghats of Ikshvakus times 3rd century CE have been unearthed. So among the literary sources, Matsya, Vavu, Brahmanda and Vishnu Puranas are important. The names of Ikshvaku kings and their period of rule are mentioned in them. All the Puranas have nearly taken the information that was given in the Bhavishya Purana that was written in 2nd century CE. Puranas have given details about the royal dynasties up to 4th century CE, that is, up to the starting of the rule of the Guptas, Chandragupta I. Dharmamritam, a Kannada work of 11th century CE, is mentioning that Yashodhara, Ikshvaku king of Angadesha, has established a kingdom at the mouth of the Krishna river with Pratipalapuram, Bhattiprolu as a capital. Basing on an ancient Prakrit Kavya, Nayanasena has written the work of Dharmamritam. Nayanasena has written the work of that Dharmamritam. Original home. There is a difference of opinion among the historians about the origin of Ikshvakus. In the beginning, Ikshvakus happened to be Andhra Brithulu, the servants of Andhras. In other words, they served as Mahatalavaras, Mahasenadipatis under Shatavahanas. The Puranas have mentioned Ikshvakus as Sri Paravatiyas or Sri Parvati Yandharas, The area, which starts from Nagarjunakonda, extending up to Nallamala hills surrounding the Srisailam mountain, has been referred to as Sri Parvata by Puranas and Buddhist works, including ancient period. Some scholars claim that they are belong to solar race, descendants of Sri Ramachandra of Ikshvaku dynasty, ruling from Ayodhya, Kosala of North India. Bodhayana, one of the writers of Dharmashastra of South India, has started that there is a practice of marrying the daughters of aunt, that is father's sisters, among the South Indians, as Virupaksha Datta has married the two daughters of his aunt. Therefore, Ikshvakus were South Indians only. This practice is not there among the North Indians. B.S.L. Hanumantarao has opined that Ikshvakus were old local Andhra tribes working on local accounts with Ikshu as their symbol. On the course of the period, by performing yagas, they became Brahmanis or Sanskritized, called themselves as Kshatriya or solar race. I told that lion was their emblem. So in the course of the period performing the yagas, they became Brahmanis or Sanskritized, called themselves as Kshatriya of the solar race. Period of the Ikshvaku rule administration. According to the Puranas, Ikshvakus were 7 rulers, ruled 100 years with Sri Parvata. But Pallava's invasion over the Ikshvakus reveals through Manchikallu and Maidavolu Guntur inscriptions and the inscriptions of Nagarjunakonda, stating that they are 4 rulers ruled as given below. That is Vashishti Putra Shantamula 220 to 230 CE and Madari Putra Virupaksha Datta. So Vashishti Putra Shantamula 220 to 233 CE, Madari Putra Madhari Putra Vira Purusha Datta 233 to 253 CE, Ihuvala Shantamula 253 to 277 CE, Rudra Purusha Datta 283 to 301 CE. So Vashishti Putra Shantamula was the founder of the independent Ikshvaku kingdom. He ruled 13 years with the capital of Vijayapuri. It reveals through his inscription issued by him in his region of 13th year. After Shantamula, his son Veera Purusha Datta ruled 20 years. His son Ihuvala Shantamula ruled 24 years. According to Fanigiri inscription, Rudra Purusha Datta ruled 18 years. Ikshvakus carried on the administrative system and cultural trends of Shatavahana. Just like the Shatavahanas, their mother's name was added before their name, contracting marriage alliances with the nearby royal dynasties. They tried through them to work for the stability of their authority and its expansion. Ikshvakus divided their kingdom into Rashtras, put them under control of their Samantas such as Pugya, Chalukya, Pallava, Dhanika, etc. Religion. The first ruler of Ikshvakus followed Vedic religion. The second ruler followed Buddhism. The third ruler followed both Shaivism and Buddhism. Vashishti Putra Shantamula was the founder of the independent Ikshvaku kingdom. He joined the Hiranyakas and members of Pugya dynasty to dethrone the Pulamavi IV, the last Shatavahana ruler. He brought Telangana and the coastal Andhra under his control. His inscriptions were found at Rentala and Kesanapalli. His greatness has been referred in the Nagarjunakonda inscription that were issued by his son Veerapurusha Datta. It has been stated there in that he has donated crores of gold coins and thousands of cows, oxen, plows and acres to land to the Brahmins. It is showing patronization of Brahmins on one side and other side an indication of encouragement of agriculture. Further, Shantamula has been praised by his sisters Harmyasri and Shantisri. So his inscriptions were found at the Rentala and Kesalapalli. Whose inscriptions? The Vashishti Putra Shatakarni was a founder of independent Ikshvaku kingdom. He joined the Hiranyakas and the members of Pugya dynasty to dethrone the Pulamavi IV, the last Shatavahana ruler. He brought Telangana and the coastal Andhra under his control. His inscriptions were found at Rentala and Kesanapalli. His greatness has been referred in the Nagarjunakonda inscriptions that were issued by his son Veerapurusha Datta. It has been stated that he donated crores of gold coins and the crores of cows and thousands of cows, ox and plows and acres of land to the Brahmins. It is showing patronization of Brahmins on one side and on the other side an indication of encouragement of agriculture. Further, Shantamula has been praised by his sisters Harmyasri and Shantishri in their inscriptions, stating that he had performed Ashwamedha, Agnistoma, Agnihotra and Vajapeya sacrifices. Vajapeya sacrifices used to be performed only by only Samrats and the emperors. Vajapeya. In the Nagarjunakonda excavations, Ashwamedha platform has been unearthed. Shantamula had the title Maharaja. He had marriage alliances with contemporary royal dynasties such as Pugya and Dhanika. Accordingly, his sister Shantishri has been married to the Mahaskanda Shri, who belonged to Pugya dynasty and held the ranks of Mahasenatipati and Mahatalwari. His other sister Harmyashri details are not available. His daughter Ada Vishanti Shri married to Skanda Vishakanaga, who belonged to the Dhanika family and held the ranks of Mahasenatipati and Mahadandanayaka. Shantamula has followed Vedic religion. It is stated that in his inscriptions he was the worshipper of Skanda Kartikeya, Mahasena or Shiva. Hence, it is said that some of the Mahasena temples at Nagarjunakonda built by them. He is tolerant towards other religions. Hence, his two sisters kept their faith in Buddhism. Shantamula I was succeeded by his son Madari Putra Shri Veerapurusha Datta ruled 20 years. He was the greatest ruler in the Ikshvaku dynasty, contracted matrimonial alliance with the contemporary royal dynasties. Their support, he could establish a stable kingdom. As per the Nagarjunakonda inscription, he had 5 wives. Among these, Bapi Sri and Sahiti Sri, daughter of his aunt father's sister Harum Sri. The daughter of another aunt Shanti Sri are there. He has married Mahadevi Rudra Bhattarika, Saka Kshatrapa princess. Mahadevi Rudra Bhattarika, Saka Kshatrapa princess Ujjain, belonging to the descendants of Chasthana. Mahadevi Bhattideva was his fifth wife. His only daughter Koda Balishri was married to Vishnu. That is Koda Balishri. His only daughter Koda Balishri was married to Vishnu Rudra Shivalananda Shatakarni Bhanavasi, who belonged to, that is, Koda Balashri was married to the Vishnu Rudra Shivalananda Shatakarni Bhanavasi, who belonged to Chutur dynasty and happened to be the Maharaja of Kuntala Desa. This was recorded in the inscription that was issued by Koda Balashri in the 11th regional year of Yuhula Sri Shantamula. Veerapurusha Datta in the beginning followed Vedic religion. He embraced Buddhism later. His reign period could be mentioned as a brighter one in the history of Buddhism in Andhra region. In a sculpture of Nagarjunakonda, it was followed that he was touching Shivalinga with his right leg. That is, in his region could be mentioned as brighter one in the history of the Buddhism in the Andhra region. In a sculpture at the Nagarjunakonda, it was found that he was touching Shivalinga with his right leg. Some scholars have felt that this indicated Veerapurusha Datta forsaking Shaivism, but it is being learnt that the scripture was only a part of Mandata Jatakam, but does not relate to Veerapurusha Datta. His aunt Shanti Shri was responsible for Buddhist structures on Nagarjunakonda. During the 6th regional year of Veerapurusha Datta, she has built Mahachaitya at Nagarjunakonda over the remains of Buddha that were deposited. As per Nagarjunakonda inscription, because of the Shanti Shri, Ikshvaku queens or 5 wives of Veerapurusha Datta honored and patronized Buddhism. Due to their contribution, Vijayapuri became a world famous Buddhist center during his reign and attracted bhikkhus and bhikkhunis from various countries. During this period, not only royal ladies but also common ladies made donations to the Buddhist viharas. Upasika Bodhishri, niece of Bodhi Sharma, the treasurer of the kingdom, built a vihara at Chulad Ammagiri in Vijayapuri. This became famous as Simhala Vihara. Shuladhammagiri at Vijayapuri, this became famous Simhala Vihara. It was stated that the Buddhist propagators who came from Ceylon used to propagate dharma in the countries such as Kashmir, Gandhara, China, Shilata, Tosali, Aparanta, Vanga, Vanavasa, Yavana, Dhamila, and Palura. It is there in one of the inscriptions that Koda Balishti, daughter of Veera Purusha Datta, has built a vihara for Mahasasikas, Mahishasikas. During the time of Ihula Shantamula, his mother Mahadevi Bhattideva has built a Mahavira and Mahavihara and Mahachaitya for Bahushrutiyas. Veera Purusha Datta was succeeded by his son Vashishti Putra Bahubala. That is, Veera Purusha Datta was succeeded by his son Vashishti Putra Bahubala Shantamula or Shantamula II. The tradition of adopting the name of grandfather has started from Ikshvaku dynasty. Unlike his father, Yuhula Shantamula has favored and followed the Vedic religion. During his time, many temples were built for Lord Shiva. So, this, unlike his father, Ihula Shantamula favored and followed the Vedic religion. During this time, many temples were built for Lord Shiva, Vishnu, and other Puranic deities such as Kartikeya temple and Pushpabhadra Swami Shiva and Ashtabhuja Swami Vishnu, Hariti Shakti or Devi temples were built at Vijayapuri. It is there in one of the inscriptions that before the 11th regional year of Shantamula, one battle was fought, and in that battle, his commander-in-chief Elishri has, due to a mercy of Kartikeya, achieved the victory. Hence, Elishri has built a Shaiva or Kartikeya temple known as Sarva Devalaya and also built Yeleshwaram town for the people. Yuhuvala Shantamula succeeded by his son Rudra Purusha Datta. According to Phanagiri inscription, he ruled for 18 years. Historians have identified that in his 4th regional year, one Nodu Kashri has donated land to his god Halampura Swami. Historians have identified this as Nagulapuram in Guntur district. Veera Purusha Datta II was the brother of Rudra Purusha Datta. It is learned from the inscriptions that he died while he was Yuvaraja only. So, language and literature. Even though Prakrit was the official language during the time of Ikshvaku, however, from Yuhuvala Shantamula period, Sanskrit language received royal patronage. Kings donated villages and lands to the Vedic scholars. During this period, Dhanya Katakam, Amaravati, and Nagarjunakonda became the famous educational centers and attracted scholars from the outside countries. Aryadeva, the disciple of Acharya Nagarjuna, wrote the work Chitta-Shuddhi Prakaranam. The Chitta-Shuddhi Prakaranam, that is Aryadeva, disciple of Acharya Nagarjuna, wrote this work. There is a reference in the inscriptions of the Ikshvakus to science such as astronomy, medicine and mathematics. Hyun Sang, the Chinese traveler who visited India in 7th century CE, has stated that Sri Parvata Vihara has been subjected to lack of patronage. That is subjected to lack of patronage. Which one? Sri Parvata Vihara. So, art and architecture and sculpture. In the excavations conducted at the Nagarjunakonda, structures that belong to the 3rd century CE such as impregnable fort, moat, many buildings inside the fort's open-air stadium, Ashwamedha platform of Shantamula, Buddhist stupa, viharas, chaityas, aramas, temple building, bathing arts have been unearthed. The playground was constructed in different stories. Nowhere in India such a structure has been unearthed. It is of the opinion of some scholars that it might have been built with the help of the Roman experts. Approximately, they used it to be 30 Buddhist aramas at Nagarjunakonda. They were built by those who belonged to different branches of Buddhism. The Buddhist stupas and viharas that were built in the 3rd century CE were there in Telangana at Nerakondalapalli, Khammam district, and Gajulabanda and Tummalagudam and Nadigonda in Nalgonda district were important. Buddhist stupa at Nerakondala, Khammam. During this time of Ikshvakus, construction of Hindu temples was commenced. It is learnt from the remains that came to light at Nagarjunakonda temples of Kartikeya, Pushpabhadra, Shiva, Ashtabhuja Swami, Vishnu, Hariti, Shakti, Kubera, and Navagrahas have been built at Nagarjunakonda during the time of Ihuvala Shantamula. Sarvadeva temple was built at Yeleshwaram, Nalgonda district, and it is learnt that temples at Nagarjunakonda have been built as per the Agama Shastra with sanctum, Antarala, Mantapa, Dvajastamba, and Prakara or compound wall. Depicting the stories of the Itihasas and Puranas and the sculpture in the temples continued during the Ikshvaku time. The above said description of the Buddhist and the Hindu temple structures or temple development, demonstrating their services for art and culture development. Accordingly, the inscription at Nagarjunakonda Abhiras or Sakas distributed the Ikshvaku rule for a decade during the reign of Ihuvala Shantamula. Further, Maidavolu and Manchikallu inscription of Pallavas reveal that the Narasimhavarma, the Pallava first king, invasion over the Vijaypuri led to the end of Ikshvaku rule. That is, depicting the story of Itihas and Puranas in the sculpture in the temples continued during the Ikshvaku time. That is, Itihasas, Puranalu, the sculptures have continued on the temples during the Ikshvaku time. The above said description of the Buddhist and the Hindu temple structures development demonstrating their services for art and culture development. Accordingly, the inscription at Nagarjunakonda Abhiras or Sakas distributed the Ikshvaku rule for a decade during the reign Ihuvala Shantamula. That is, according to the Nagarjunakonda Abhira or Shaka, distributed the Ikshvaku rule for the decade during the reign of Ihuvala Shantamula. Further, Maidavolu and Manchikallu inscription of Pallavas reveal that Narasimhavarma, the Pallava first king, invasion over the Vijayapuri led to the end of the Ikshvaku rule.